Brad Wilson, I'm 28 years old. I just moved to Nashville about 2 months ago. I'm a proven athlete and a CHLKDUP athlete. I started CrossFit about 3 years ago, and it actually came about through working at a gym in Columbus for one of my dad's buddies who owns the gym. They needed a strength coach, and I was just looking for something on the side. So I was coaching some strength classes, and the owner was kind of like, hey, let's come over here and try this, see what you got. And I was totally, like you said, a hater. I was a CrossFit hater. I thought it was too aggressive, people get hurt, movements were bad, whatever. I was doing a competition for CHLKDUP down here at the 615 Throwdown over at the fairgrounds.
I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Finesse a nigga with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant lips. In fact, I'm down in this. You say with my boobay tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy.
I haven't been able to track this guy down yet.
Yeah, been running around a lot today. Most of the time just spent on the ground sweating.
How many shirts have you gone through the 2 days?
This is my fifth. This is my fifth shirt. Yeah, bought a lot of gear this weekend. I say this every time I come down here. I could live down here. And I met the CEO of Proven over there and had mentioned the idea I was interested in getting into a little bit more serious training, like one-on-one coaching, maybe getting into an environment where the push was a little bit higher, and some things led one to another. They needed a coach over at Proven, so came down here to coach at Proven and ended up being able to be fortunate enough to be an athlete with them too. So it was just kind of a leap of faith. And it's usually right about Thursdays, stuff starts to hurt.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect time for a little break. I used to, when I first started CrossFit, I could hop in here, grab a barbell, throw a 135 on it, just start moving around and be good. Now it's like a 30-minute process to be able to do anything cool.
How long have you been in CrossFit?
This is my third year.
What'd you end up finishing in the Open, do you know?
Worldwide was 155. North America was 70. North America East was like 37. But this right here, I had never used one of these until about 2 months ago, maybe a month ago. This is a so right. You can lay on this thing on the front, and it's supposed to like dig in between your hips and hit your psoas, which helps your back. You can lay on it on your back. You can dig it into your hips. This thing hurts, like bad. Oh, Lord. I had actually just signed a lease in Columbus, renewed, got the job down here and moved down and had to buy out of the old lease. And I came down here without an apartment and found one and slept in my truck a couple nights and was only coaching part-time at the gym too. So I was making like, the first month I was here, I think I made like $400 and barely had an apartment and didn't really have a whole lot going on. So it was just kind of like a blind jump. And back here's just like our equipment, like all of our stuff. These are all Sydney and Kyra. This is all kind. That's what happens when you're a pro. You just have a lot of stuff.
So you're trying to get more stuff?
I'm trying to get more stuff, yes. I will take all the free stuff. No, it's really cool working out with the girls. When I first got here, I was kind of intimidated. I wanted to stay out of their way. I was like, whatever you do, don't step on toes. Make sure you don't make the girls upset. And I just realized they're just normal people. They're just really fit. But they're cool. I've gotten pretty close with the girls since I got here, Sydney and Kyra. So right now we just finished with the Open. We kind of prepped for the Open a little bit. You could say like open prep. Just like simple movements, burpees, double unders, gymnastics. But now it's more like, call it battery, like barbell, like moderate to heavy barbell, cycling, high intensity gymnastics like rings, higher skill stuff like handstand, walking, ramps, things like that. Just the volume almost comes down a little bit, but the intensity and difficulty of the skills goes up.
You ever wake up and you're like, dude, I just don't want to go today?
Oh, dude, that's like 3 days a week. That's not just every once in a while.
And then like, what, you just like are able to get yourself prepared and then
I mean, honestly, it's, like I said, with the level of professionality around here, you have a lot of those days, but you stop looking at this as like, oh, I gotta go to the gym. Oh, I gotta stay in shape. And you look at it more like, I got a job to do. Like I'm representing a brand. I'm representing myself. This isn't just about how I feel. This is a dedication. It's not for fun anymore. Shoulder to overhead bar muscle up. A little intensity.
Yeah, that looks pretty.
Just move the ball. I'm trying to move the body a little bit today. A little more recovery focused. And then right about now, It's where everybody locks in, stop talking, music goes up, and we go to work.
Big stepper, underground methods, top-notch hoes, get the most, not the lesser. Straight terror, product of your errors. Pushing culture, baby, got that product you can measure. Trendsetter, the one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Petter. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Fuck the laws, loyal with me, we ain't got a cow. Zelly on silent, put the product in the pillar loud. That's how you make the money pop for everyone involved. And if you don't deserve a cut, then we gon' cut them off.
I was very committed to the idea of getting better at CrossFit. My old setup in Columbus at CrossFit Grandview was a great gym, but I felt like it was time to work towards something a little bit bigger and put myself in an environment where things were a little more elevated, a little more advanced. My commitment to CrossFit and to the community is pretty much the only thing I was riding that like a wagon on the way down here. I wanted to do the best that I could for the community and for the sport, and that's what drew me down here.
Yeah, so you said you moved here and like you basically had the part-time coaching, but that's like
yeah,
about it.
That was about it. When I moved here, I was doing part-time coaching on the affiliate side, maybe like 5 classes a week, something like that. So for the first month I was here, just had to kind of grind and make some stuff happen. But now I coach a little bit more, got my weekend job, started picking up some personal training, and yeah, things are coming together. So if you're thinking about moving to Nashville, you're worried about the job, just do it. It's fun.
Was it scary? Like when you were thinking about it?
It was absolutely terrifying, man. It was coming down here was a big leap of faith. Just had to trust that God had a plan for me and show up and do the best that I can, and things will work out. They do. Cool. All right, let's write up another workout. We'll do similar, like 3 rounds, like a chipper descending of GHDs and some handstands over the ramp. 25, 15, 10, between, like,
Crank them.
they're not easy. They're so new that they're like the factory grease is still on there. They just don't move. Cool. All right, turn some music back on. We'll party. What
would your go-to music be? If you controlled the music right now, what would you know?
Like late 90s, early 2000s hip hop and R&B. Kanye, T.I., T-Pain, that's my world right there. Because the reason is I have 2 older sisters who are like 9 and 11 years older than me.
Okay.
And they were like my babysitters and stuff growing up.
Yeah.
So I just spent all my time hanging out with them, and
yeah.
that's their era. So my music taste is a little old for me. But those are bangers, man. They call them the greats for a reason, man. They're good. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get as high as I can. Making the games would be awesome. Placing at the games would be insane. But like I was telling you earlier, at the end of the day, I just want to do the best that I can. I want to advance my CrossFit career as much as I can, and then when that CrossFit career comes to an end, I'm not leaving CrossFit anytime soon. I'm going to be around the community, around the sport, around the methodology as long as I possibly can. The reason I chalk up is because every day that I chalk up and someone else does it, I got a little bit better, and it just puts me ahead. Not just in the gym, in life, professionally, personally, relationships-wise. You got to be willing to chalk up even when you're tired, when you're sore, when you're beat up, when you don't want to. That's the commitment aspect. Everyone's got stuff going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people may have health issues, job issues, relationship, just general life stuff. But at the end of the day, if you can have something like fitness or a company like Chalked Up to come to that gives you an escape from the rest of your life, it gets you a chance to just advance and move forward every day. It can be a solidarity in a world that's full of change all the time. I'm thankful for Greg and everybody else associated with the company because they truly stick to what it actually means to be a member of CrossFit or any fitness in general. Is we're doing this to make ourselves better, to make each other better, and have fun doing it at the same time. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that part of my CrossFit career where I'm just doing it to have a good time and stay in shape. And I will be associated with Chalked Up long after I am competitive and a professional athlete, to say, just because I really do appreciate what they stand for as a brand. Yeah, I try to remember how lucky I am to be here, to be honest. Tennessee, working with Chalked Up, I've proven I got a pretty solid situation. So making the move down here was a leap of faith. It was challenging, but 100% better for it. So 40 minutes.
Scroll on TikTok during it or what?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, dude, so this is kind of funny. So my other job, I told you I operate the mechanical bull. I'll show you this video real quick. You can even put it on there, I don't care. So let's see here. It's probably easier if I go here. I blew up on TikTok yesterday. Activity.
TikTok virality?
A little bit. I was like, this is kind of crazy. Someone messaged me and said, hey, someone videoed you riding the bull at work the other day.
What?
Yeah, which I do. Like, people will pay me to get up on there and ride, and I'm like, okay, whatever, it's fun. 130,000 likes, like 750,000 views. That's me riding the bull in slow-mo at work.
Imagine when they see you on the games floor and they're like, I saw that guy ride on
Oh,
the bull."
that guy gave me a bull ride back in 2025. No, the problem is that might actually happen. So now I got to live with that for the rest of my life. So yes, primary goal is syndicate through the game season, online semis. I'll probably try a World Fitness project, like the qualifiers, and then like any of the sanctions that I can get to, like Atlas Games or whatever. I'll try that. This year, I'm kind of like a bubble guy, so I just kind of whatever I can get out of the year, I'll be happy with. But next year, keep your eyes open. We'll see. It's coming.